they agreed to accept this fighter squadron. So they came in, they were on the base with a white squadron, but then we were on one side of the field and the white squadron was on the other side of the field. So we still had that segregation. We're still officially segregated, of course. We go through the war, and even though the 100th, 301st, and 302nd fighter squadrons who have come through Tuskegee joined the 99th and make a 4-squadron group, which was unthought of because mainly groups are 3 fighter squadrons long in volume. Well, we got to put all these guys together because, you know, they are Negroes and we don't want to mix them. Okay, well now we went through the war, and like I say, I mean, it's kind of hard to sort of encapsulate things for you, but there are a lot of books out there. We have Chappie. Chappie James was one of our general officers. Bezano Davis was one of our general officers, and I think if you look back into your time on TV, there was a period of time when after he retired, President Clinton promoted him from 3-star that he retired at to a 4-star in retirement. Then we had a comptroller, a General Theus, who was a 2-star. So the Tuskegee Airmen did produce a whole lot of folks that had talent. Now, these were the guys who got stars. We were little peons, but we got some advancement, and we get some recognition, all kinds of recognition now. I mean, G.B. Chris's the Red Tail movie that many of you probably have seen. George Lucas put that thing together. 20 years ago, we had a convention in Century City, California, and George Lucas came and had a press conference. He had Ed McMahon with him, and Lisa Gibbons, and G.B. Chris's. I'm introduced to these folks, and man, these are stars, you know, they're millionaires. And he comes in and says, okay, we're going to produce a full-length film called Red Tails. 21 years later, it comes out. However, 21 years later, it comes out. However, it meant George Lucas kept his promise. Not only that, George Lucas had to put in $93 million of his own money to produce the film and to have it distributed because he couldn't get the whitals down there in Hollywood to help him sponsor. And this guy did it on his own. We are grateful to George Lucas. Before that film came out, I'm sure many of you saw the TV HBO film. That HBO film was written by Tuskegee Airmen, Bob Williams. He tried to get Hollywood to produce this. They never would. HBO came along and said, hey, we'll do it. And so we had that Tuskegee Airmen film on TV, and I think many of you have seen it. Cuba Gooding was in it. Cuba Gooding was in the Red Tails. So anyhow, there are a lot of things that, a lot more things we can talk about. I spent 25 years in service. I was forced in I was in the last class, so that's significant to me because President Truman came into the picture after Roosevelt, and President Truman drafted me. He sent me a letter. Well, he sent me a letter. He said, "Drew, it's time for you to come and do your good for God and country."